Hey, this is Bob the Webbuilder, and I am going to rebuild this section of the DreamHost website like they tried to do in Bridge Builders episode 8. And I'm going to do it in Greenshift using the Greenshift grid builder. So let's start by adding a number of divs. I will need 5 of those. So now we have 5. Let's add these ones into this because this is going to be our grid, and let's add the content first. So let's add an H2, which will be this heading. And let's add a paragraph element. And of course, we will need a few image elements as well. So all the elements you see, those are Greenshift's element block. And these are just variations of that block. And it all uses the same design system. So it first of all, it uses Greenshift's class system, but it also has these local styles, which is actually styling at the ID level, but they are all very consistent. They are all the same. So let's go to the div element now. The first one, this is going to be our grid. So let's set it to display grid, and let's enable the grid builder. Now we can auto detect the number of items in it. These are 4 divs, so it detects 4 items. And we want like 20 columns on both tablet and desktop. So let's generate this. Let's make this full width. Okay, so now we can go. Yeah, well, let's add some spacing, some padding. Of course, normally you would use like variables for this, but in this case, I'm just going to use 40 pixels on the left and the right. Okay, and now I am going to open Greenshift's grid builder again. And now we can simply start to drag and drop things wherever we would like it. So we are going to get this over here. Did I use the allow? Ah, no, I didn't. You have to use allow overlap to build this. So now I did. And now we can drag and drop it wherever we want. Okay, that's cool. So let's make this one a little bit bigger so I can actually use it. This is our small text, so that should be like over here. And let's see, this is our first image. That should be all the way here to the end. A bit smaller, of course, than the large one. And this is like, yeah, something like this, a bit higher. And then this one is a bit lower. And of course, a bit wider. So let's see. Yeah, this one is all the way to the side. So it's all the way to the right, I should say. And this one is a bit this way. And of course, it's way, way, way bigger than that one actually is. Yeah, this maybe just a little bit more so we can create a nice overlap effect. And all I have to do to create the overlap now is this. Just drag it wherever I want it, and I get the overlap effect. So, as you can see, this is the way it is done in Greenshift with its visual grid builder. Yeah, we are done. I'm not going to bother with font sizes, colors, those kind of things. Just wanted to create a grid. So let's see how it is looking in the code. It's always interesting, of course. So as you can see, we have our grid here, which just has some padding on it, and then repeat 21 of R. And we have our divs here, and the divs are using a grid area code. to define where they should live. And inside the divs are just the elements. And notice how clean the output code is. Nothing, no classes, no extra code, no extra divs, just a div with the output exactly what I have in the builder. Just a div with elements in it. I wouldn't even really need the divs, but okay. So the only thing that has a few classes is our grids, and this is just for the local styles. If I would use the class system, then it wouldn't even show this. It would just show the class that I selected. And this align full is of course a WordPress class to make it full width. So how does this look on tablets? Until this resolution, it still looks fine. And actually, DreamHost is just hiding it under this resolution, but we can still build it if you want to. So let's see how that looks. I'm not sure why I have to rebuild this now, but okay. We can still do that. That's no problem. Oh, I have to enable the allow overlap again. Yep. Now it should be okay. So as you can see, this is really easy in Greenshift, widget visual grid builder. Let's put this over here and make it wider. Of course, this image needs to be a bit higher too, otherwise there is nothing to overlap here. And then this one is of course bold and large again. So now we have a layout that looks good on tablet as well. So on the front end, yeah, ready to go. And on mobile, it should all stack on top of each other. Of course, you can reorder them if you want. We have a field for that right here. So it's that easy in Greenshift.